You keep seeing it. And no, it's not coincidence, it's not imagination, and it's definitely not random. When something keeps showing up over and over in your life, in different places, through different people, in moments you weren't even thinking about it, that's not by accident. That's God speaking to you. He's not silent, he's strategic. The problem is, most people don't recognize the language of heaven because they're too busy looking for thunder when God often whispers. If you keep noticing the same number, the same verse, the same phrase, the same warning in dreams or conversations or even in the words of strangers, pay attention. God is repeating himself because you haven't responded. He doesn't stutter. Repetition is his mercy. Remember when Pharaoh kept ignoring the signs and wonders in Exodus? Each plague was a louder volume from God, and still he refused to listen until it was too late. The same pattern is playing out in your life. That repeated dream you're brushing off? That's Joseph-level prophecy. That odd conviction every time you scroll past a certain post or hear a sermon that strangely aligns with your private struggle. That's Hebrews 4 verse 12 in motion. His word cutting straight to the root. When your spirit gets agitated around certain people or places, it's not just vibes. It's spiritual discernment trying to alert you to something deeper. God uses patterns. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews 13 verse 8. Which means his methods are consistent. If he spoke through a burning bush, a donkey, and writing on a wall, then yes, he can speak through algorithms, repetition, tension, or even silence that screams. Some of you are secretly ignoring what you've seen because deep down, obeying it would mean walking away from something comfortable. But comfort is often the enemy of calling. God's not going to let you settle when he's marked you for something greater. That same verse keeps popping up because it's your current assignment. That name keeps resurfacing because reconciliation or release needs to happen. That uneasiness around certain choices isn't just anxiety. It's the Holy Spirit warning you before damage is done. God is patient, but he will not compete with your distractions forever. Romans 8 verse 14 says those who are led by the Spirit are sons of God. But how can you be led if you refuse to recognize his cues? You're waiting for confirmation while God is giving you patterns. You're asking for a sign while ignoring the signals. And the longer you delay, the more deaf your spirit becomes to his frequency. That's why some of you feel distant from God. It's not that he stopped speaking, it's that you stopped responding. If your eyes have been open to the same thing repeatedly, that's your assignment. That's your test. That's your training. You keep seeing it because God is trying to birth something in you. And like any birth, there's pressure, stretching, and pain before the promise. Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, his word will not return void. Which means everything he keeps showing you is carrying a purpose, a warning, or a calling. But if you keep treating divine signals like coincidence, you'll miss the instruction and forfeit the blessing. Heaven is not silent. It's speaking in symbols, people, impressions, dreams, and divine nudges. If you're not tuned in, you'll confuse spiritual urgency for emotional stress. And here's the part nobody tells you. Sometimes the thing you keep seeing isn't for you to fix. It's for you to flee. The repeated red flags are not your assignment. They're your exit route. The person you keep dreaming about might not be your future. They might be your downfall. God doesn't always speak to confirm your desires. He often speaks to confront your direction. So ask yourself, what has God been trying to show you that you've been too afraid to face? Because you will keep seeing it until you either obey it or regret ignoring it.